Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today you guessed it right, I'm going to be making instant pot butternut squash soup. Again, it's a new recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, so please make sure you stay tuned. So when I said I tweaked it a little bit, I had to tweak it because I didn't have a Granny Smith apple. I only had Gala apple at home. So we'll see how it's going to taste like. Apparently Granny Smith would give it a little bit more of a sour taste, if it makes sense. So it might be on the sweeter side today, but we'll see. So what we need is a medium butternut squash, garlic granules I'm going to be using. It asks for fresh garlic or granules, doesn't really matter which one you've got at home. Sea salt, coconut milk. It's going to be about half a can of coconut milk to go into the recipe and some to garnish. So I'm not using the light one, it's just the normal coconut milk, but not the sweetened one. Black pepper, and it asks for a couple of cups of vegetable stock. I run out of vegetable cubes, so I'm going to be using my usual seasoning, but I have a feeling because normally when it asks for a couple of cups of water, I will end up using more. So when I put everything in the Instant Pot, I will fill it up and I'll show you how much water I'm going to be using, because I don't want it to be too thick. Obviously, I don't want it to be too watery either. The recipe asks for 1 carrot, but again, these are just bits of carrots. They need to be used up. They've been sitting in the fridge for a while. And I'm going to be using a pinch of ground cinnamon. As I said, original recipe asks for Granny Smith, but I have a Gala apple, and I'm going to be using a medium onion. So what I'll be doing is I will just chop this up, peel it, chop it up, wash everything, and then I'll show you when I put everything in the Instant Pot, because obviously everything will have to be seasoned and we'll have to do the water as well. So I got everything chopped together, chopped and washed and cleaned. So you can see the carrots, the apples, everything is in there, the onion. So what I did, I put a little bit of sea salt in, not too much, because I have a feeling I will probably need to add a little bit after. Literally a pinch of ground cinnamon, a little bit of garlic granules, so black peppers as well, and some of my seasoning. So what I'm going to do, I will just measure out the 2 cups of water that should go with the stock, and then I'll see if I'm going to need to add a little bit more. So I put 2 cups of water in there, what the recipe required, but I can't even see the water. So that's what I mean. When it comes to recipes, just kind of tweak it a little bit, because obviously I put in a little bit more carrot, but I don't think it would make that much of a difference. So can you see? So 2 cups is not going to be enough for this, because it would be way thick. So I got a pint of cold water here. I just want to give it a go. How much more? Okay, so that was 1 pint. I think I'm going to pop another pint in there. So a pint, I think, is something like 600 ml, something like that. So I've got my second pint. I don't know if everything has to go in there. Let's pop it in. Yeah, so it's kind of just covering the vegetables. Well, I have a feeling I'm going to put in another half a pint. So you see what I mean? When it comes to recipes, I think you just need to kind of judge it yourself. So it's 2.5. Put in another half. So roughly another 3 pints on the top of the 2 cups. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Let's have a look. Because I will have to add coconut milk to it. So obviously I don't want it too. It's only going to be half a can of coconut milk. So yes, I'm quite happy with this one. What I'm going to do, I will pop the lid on and I will set this up and it will be ready to go. So you see, it's so simple. This is probably the first recipe when I did not have to saute anything. Literally just pop it in the Instant Pot, everything, all the ingredients. How easy that is, seriously. I pop the lid on now. So I do make sure that it's not venting. So you see this is venting, so this is all closed. Come on the front and go on to pressure cook. So we have to be on high pressure, yeah, and then we have to fiddle with the time. So I'm gonna pop it up to 10 minutes, so it will be done in 10 minutes. It will take about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes for the Instant Pot to reach pressure. Just let it do its own thing, and after 10 minutes we'll come back, we will release the pressure. So we do a quick release, and we will taste it, let it cool down a little bit, and we will blend it up. Oh, and of course we will have to add the coconut milk before we start blending. So I shall see you in 10 minutes. So the time is up on our Instant Pot, so it's actually going into natural release now, so we don't want that. So I'm just gonna cancel this, and I'm gonna open the top, the vent, very slowly. So on and off, on and off. We need to open it really carefully. Famous last words. So this is what we've got. What I'm gonna do, I'll pop in the half a can of coconut milk, stir it together, wait until it cools down, and I will blend it up with the hand blender, and I will also check the seasoning as well. So this is the final product. I all blended it up, and I actually ended up putting the whole can of coconut milk in there. I don't know if it was a good idea or not, because it tastes quite coconutty. So if you're not into like a coconutty taste, this soup may not be the one for you, or you may really maybe just need to put a little bit in there. I have a feeling I might have got a little bit carried away this time, but it's trial and error, isn't it? So we will still enjoy this soup, but I think the takeaway from this recipe is just to maybe put a little bit of coconut milk there, rather than going crazy and do the whole can. But anyway, so we will still enjoy it. It's not going to go to waste, but we live and learn, right? I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you will give it a go. Please don't forget to let me know in the comment how you got on, and please don't forget to check out my lentil soup recipe that I made in Instant Pot. It's absolutely brilliant, lovely. It's really nice and warming in the winter. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Thank you very much for coming to find me if you're a new viewer. Thank you very much for coming back if you're an existing viewer. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Take care. Goodbye for now.